Okay, hello everyone. I have to laugh when I put this shirt on, and I feel like I should have like a Star Trek emblem or something on here, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. So I may laugh every once in a while when I look at myself in here. And oh, all right. Well, hey, I want to talk about an issue that's very, very troubling, very, very upsetting, um, and it's probably not talked about enough. Oh, and that is the high rate of suicide among people who are on the spectrum. Um, I did some research a while ago. Actually, my friend Carol Bird, I want to refer you to at least one of her videos and look up suicide as a topic in all of her videos. And she's got excellent, I mean, I don't, she's been doing this a long time, and her quality of videos is so much better than mine, I'll admit. And she just has her mind, I go tangential everywhere, and she seemed to be able to hold fast to a topic. So that's my problem, and hopefully I'll get better as I do this more. But anyway, from what I have found in statistics, it looks like about 2/3 of the people who are autistic will contemplate or try or attempt suicide, and 1/3 of them will be successful. Compare that to the United States national average, and I think it was 1/10 of 1%. 1/10 of 1% compared to 33%. Oh, I mean, what is that? 300-fold, 330 times the number. Um, I guess it's hard to talk about, it really is, because, okay, put on my good face here. It's hard to talk about, it really is, because I've been there. Um, I have been there, and I was younger. I was actually young once. Um, and if I could reach out to people, I think I was still in my late teens. It might have been really early 20s, late teens, I think it was. And I don't know how different it's going to be for those of you who have been diagnosed to know what's going on. I know for me that it was a it was a moment in life where I had some different things. I actually, what it was I had gone to the doctor, and for something completely different. It was an old family doctor. We'd moved, but I came back to the area I was going to school, and he knew me, he knew my family, he knew the dynamics of my family, which is what I thought most of all the stuff that was going on in my life was the dysfunctional family. Um, and then I don't really think I thought that much about the ADHD or dyslexia, I mean, all that. I mean, I know school was hard and all that, but anyway, long story short, he said, he was probing my stomach and said, I want you to go get some x-rays of your stomach, which was like way off left. I mean, I came in for a sore throat, or I think what it was, you know. I want you to go get your stomach examined, you know, examination. And well, he was right on. I was, I think, 20 or 21 at the time. I think it was 20, because I remember I went back to the doctor, and he said they found 11 years of scarring of ulcers. Now I don't know if there's like a tree and it's a ring, you know, and every year it grows, you know, or something. I don't know how they determined 11 years. I'm just sure it's the number. But I remember when they were doing X-rays, it was wasn't just a click, 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 click. It was click, 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 you know. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Well, that was a moment. That was sort of a come to reality moment for me. I remember the doctor, so funny, said, whatever you're worried about, you need to stop. And I just remember like, thanks, doc, you know, all right. I'm glad you told me that. You know, okay, I feel so much better right now. Well, it was after that. It's when the crisis had hit. It's when I finally said to myself, okay, I think that's when I really realized, I didn't know it was an autism thing, but I knew I was fooling myself. I knew I had this plastic banana rock and roll smile on that, you know, was just a complete farce. It was a facade. It was something I put on. It was a coping mechanism. And here, all of a sudden, that rug was pulled out from under me. Well, that's when things got really, really dark for me. And I did try to go get help. I know it's depression. It's depression. It's like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's depression. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like depression. Well, to all of you out there who are younger, to all of you out there who are feeling depressed, who are contemplating ending your life, you know, all I can say is about me. I know at the time, I remember this little voice or whatever, you know, in my head saying, just, you know, your answer's coming, your answer's coming. I mean, it was something like that. It wasn't, I can't even put it into words what it was. But something made me say no, you know. And I'm glad that voice didn't say, but it's going to be another 40 years, you know. I said, well, okay, thank you, but no thank you, you know. Seriously, I mean, I look back, you know, I have that perspective, and I don't know what you're going through as individuals out there. I've been talking with people in the forum, and I know there's some people who've gone through horrible, horrible experiences. Not just the autism, but dysfunctional families at school, and some people have been being institutionalized and medicated for, you know, I mean, for psychosis, and I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and you know, who am I to judge others of what their limits are? I can't. I'm not walking in your shoes. I've only walked in my shoes, and they weren't very good shoes. They didn't fit very well, you know. I had quite a few blisters on my feet. That was 40 years ago, okay? I never even heard of Asperger's. I don't know at that point. I probably heard of autism. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was around. I'm sure I heard of it. I mean, but I didn't, you know, because I didn't have any vested interest in learning about it or knowing about it then. But and my point is that I know things are far from okay as far as services and understanding of autism, especially what all of you go through as individuals. And I mean, like I say, there's my good friend Carol Bird has told me a lot about what she experiences, and some of it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, seriously, I told her, and I meant this, and you have a beautiful mind. But it's been such a hard life for her. Such a hard life. And, you know, it leaves you scarred. It really does. I know they say time heals all wounds. Boy, oh boy. That's a test of that test. That's a test of that saying, isn't it? Say that time will heal all wounds, because, and I'm not just saying just autism, but that's what I'm more familiar with, and that's what I can relate to most. There's other people that are suffering too, but you know, if that's something you're really thinking about, especially if you're catching it early. I mean, if you know, because it's easy to go into dark thinking. I can still do it. Before I was diagnosed, I was getting into my dark thinking again. I was. And I mean, this is only 6 months ago, so it's I it doesn't, from what I understand, a depression. I suppose it could be, someone's going to say, yeah, it's a type of depression, maybe. I don't know. But what am I time-wise? Diarrhea of the mouth. Anyway, I guess to end up, you've got a community out there of people on the internet. You've got people, hopefully locally. If you don't, try to establish that. Try to be preventative. Try not to go down that road. Things will probably get better as you get older. That's not a great promise, I know, but things will probably get better as you get older. More tolerable, you'll learn to cope better. But I don't want you to forget that in spite of all of that suffering, all that pain that you feel, that the people I have met who have been autistic have been beautiful, beautiful people. And I don't want to see any of you wasting your life, wasting a beautiful life, if it can be prevented, and it can be. But do your homework before you get to that point, okay? Because I love my community and I love the people in my community, and I want all of you to be healthy and happy as much as possible. And so if we can all start pulling together as a community of autism and support each other and love each other, that's one of the big things, is the loneliness, the feeling that you're so isolated and there's nowhere to reach out and no one to reach back. But there is. But don't wait until it gets bad. It takes some work, okay? Reach out. Reach out. Anyway, sad topic. I hope it helps somebody out there. If it helped one, it helps. It was worth it. So anyway, you all take care, and things are getting better. Things are getting better. They will get better. Okay? Write to me if you see this. Email me. I'll talk with you. I'm no therapist. I'm no counselor, but I can at least relate. Okay? I can at least try to be supportive. So anyway, not the happiest topic here, but I hope it helps someone. Anyway, take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.